In a WITS classroom, what we attempt to do is to offer young writers what I needed most of the time, and that is a stage. They can be whatever they need to be, do whatever they need to do on that stage. A stage is just a period at the end of the statement, you are worth watching, you are worth listening to, you are worth knowing. I think every young person needs that and deserves that.
In Bel Air, everybody looks like me. Sharp tongue and wide smile, clever hands and hungry eyes. We are a community of desire.
If you believe the kids do not have something to say, you're asleep. The power and the change in our students, it cannot be matched. Too often as professionals, we don't have a space for critical engagement. There's so much business that has to happen, right? Let's do attendance, let's take care of this lesson, let's write, here's your feedback for your writing. Next, WITS offers us this opportunity to bridge that gap where I am able to do more with our students, with curriculum and beyond it.
It was very valuable to give students a voice and say, hey, my voice matters in this classroom, my opinion matters, and as the school year goes on, I'm going to be able to talk about things that matter to me.
When we put that mic back into their hand, they have so many answers that we haven't even thought of as being a solution. And so I think when we have the opportunity to not necessarily say you solve this, but can we work together to figure out what the best avenue is? If it's not appropriate to what the young people need at that time, we have to be willing and able to shift because that's, I think, when the beautiful things start to happen.
Spoken word is a particularly great vehicle for accelerating the bonding process because it's scary.
We're not all alone. A lot of us experience the exact same thing. And even if we don't experience the exact same thing, we can learn from each other in ways to build upon memories and build upon experiences with each other.
There's a really particular sense of intimacy that comes between performer and audience, especially as spoken word combines the powerful mediums of music, theater, and writing. And in that sense, we're able to have an audience connect more deeply with issues and topics in the world that they might not be more open to listening and learning about had we not come to them in the form of poetry.
When you take that vulnerability and you put it front and center and you say, I am human just like you are human, now there's that dynamic of the teacher and student. I can see you in a way, again, that I couldn't before.
The distance between teacher and student, spoken word collapses it. Just peanut butter jelly sandwich, right? Who doesn't like a peanut butter jelly sandwich? Right.
I value my mentors and educators not only as people who have taught me in the technical aspects, but also as people who took the time to care for me and make sure that I was able to grow and reflect through personal experiences.
I really firmly believe that they've got to have those opportunities to read, to write, to talk, to listen in ways that are meaningful to them. So it matters for their learning today, but it also really builds them into those students that we want them to graduate as.
I think some of the best teachers are the ones who not only care about you growing as a writer, but who also care about your endeavors as a person.
Right.
And I think I've had that kind of sentiment with every WITS writer I've ever worked with, really.
Definitely.